Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A local dad and his son spot trouble on the Southfield Freeway. Within moments, that father finds himself carrying a stranger to safety. That tops our news at 6. The remarkable story of a person's best instincts kicking in when they're needed the most.
It led to a rescue and a once-in-a-lifetime teaching moment between a parent and child. Sean Lay live along the Southfield tonight after speaking with the dad who did not hesitate to help at an accident scene. Sean?
He did not. And keep in mind, this was after a 16-hour shift over at Ford. He went and picked up his son. They're on the Southfield Freeway. They come up on this terrible crash. The dad didn't hesitate. He was glad his son was with him to watch him, what he says, do the right thing.
Hold on. Let's stop. Let's help him, baby. Let's help him.
Cell phone video taken on the Southfield Freeway last Thursday. We'll slow it down. Look in the far lanes. That is a bucket truck on its side, and its driver is trapped in it. You can see people getting on top of the truck to help, and that's when the video ends.
As I saw that, my first instinct was to help. I've always been a person where I'd rather help a situation than harm it.
That is Carlin Pitts, a young dad from Westland. Pitt's 16-year-old son was recording from his phone when they jumped out to help in the accident. What we don't see is Pitts getting to the driver's door of that truck.
It was bent. The frame of the door was bent in, so it wasn't able to open all the way. So before the cops arrived, what I did was I had a crowbar, thankfully, in my trunk, and went and grabbed it really quickly and popped the latch on the door until it was able to bend out the frame, and then the door was finally able to open and get him out.
The driver's leg was hurt.
So I had to basically pick him up over my shoulder and carry him off to, what do you call that, the shoulder of the freeway, I guess?
In these times where it seems so many take out their phones to record instead of jumping in to help, Pitts is glad his son put his phone away and didn't record him helping someone in need.
You're able to be a role model, you know what I mean? You're able to be able to show people, how to do the right thing without really having to say too much. That was kind of the biggest blessing of it all for me.
So Carlin says he wasn't interested in his son making a video of the rescue, but he's been interested in making videos on his own social media pages that are absolutely blowing up and going viral. He's reaching out, asking people to help him now connect again with the driver just to make sure he's okay. Plenty of people are trying to make that connection. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
Boy, such a great example. All right, Sean.
Well, a crater is left in a Livingston County field after a natural gas line ruptured. People nearby say they saw 2 explosions this morning before 9:30. Nobody was hurt, but US 23 and old US 23 both had to be closed during that cleanup. Megan Woods joins us live from Tyrone Township. Megan, they still have one of those roads blocked off.
That's right. So the crews that were here earlier have left for the day, but you can see behind me the road barriers are still up here at Center and Old US 23. Now, for people who were nearby during that blast, they say it was intense and something they've never seen before. This is what people less than a mile away saw this morning around 9:20. And as soon as the smoke started going down, what looks like another explosion happened. After, people driving by could hear and see this. We took Drone 4 up. This is the crater the blast left, and debris flew onto US 23.
It was just brown, it was a billowing smoke, and I mean, it went pretty high. I've never seen anything like that, so. And then the second one came, and it was pretty intense for a while there.
And we kept the expressway closed down because the debris pattern had shot, again, about 250, 300 yards. Multiple cars have damage. I know one of the consumer trucks has damage. There was another car parked down there with damage, and I think there was a car up here parked with damage.
Consumers Energy did confirm that crews were already in the area doing scheduled work, but it's unclear if it was on that specific line. Live in Fenton, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Okay, Megan, thanks.
During an address to a joint session of Congress, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky appealed directly to U.S. lawmakers and to President Biden to do more to help his country under their attacks from Russia.
I wish you to be the leader of the world. Being the leader of the world means to be the leader of peace.
President Biden responded, calling Russian President Vladimir Putin a, quote, war criminal and offering more aid. The aid announced today brings the total of assistance to Ukraine to $1 billion over the last week.
This could be a long and difficult battle, but the American people will be steadfast in our support of the people of Ukraine in the face of Putin's immoral, unethical attacks on civilian populations.
Speaking of attacks on civilians, Russia has attacked a theater in Mariupol where civilians have been sheltering. The number of casualties right now unknown, but up to 1,200 people may have been inside. Meantime, Mariupol has been encircled by Russian forces now for days. About 300,000 people are trapped in the city. No running water, no electricity, no gas. Russian troops are still holding 400 people, including doctors and patients. They're being held hostage inside a hospital there in that city as well. Meanwhile, the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine says Russian forces shot and killed 10 people who were standing in line for bread in the northern city of Chernihiv. After President Zelensky implored Congress for help, he spoke one-on-one with Lester Holt and talked about the fears of another world war.
President Biden has been very clear. He's worried about provocations that could trigger World War III. Do you understand his concern there, and do you agree that it wouldn't take much to end up in World War III?
Well, nobody knows whether it may have already started, and what is the possibility of this war if Ukraine will fall, in case Ukraine will fall. It's very hard to say. And we've seen this 80 years ago when the Second World War has started. And there were similar tragedies in the history. Nobody would be able to predict when the full-scale war would start and how it will end and who will put an end to that. In this case, we have the whole civilization at stake.
Pretty provocative thoughts there. Ahead at 6:30 on NBC Night News, Lester finds out what President Zelensky hopes the U.S. can do. Hope you'll stick around for that. Here at home, a show of solidarity outside Warren City Hall, where about 100 folks, some draped in the blue and yellow of Ukraine, attended a rally to support the people of Ukraine. At the event, Mayor Jim Fouts raised the Eastern European nation's flag. The rally was sponsored by the city of Warren in conjunction with several Ukrainian-American organizations.
All right. Well, this morning we had a little fog, a little frost on the windshields, but tonight the weatherman is outside.
That's usually a good sign, isn't it? Let's see what's going on out there. There's been a big warm-up, Paul.
Yeah, we need to take the office outside on a day like this. I mean, it was just glorious for most of us. A lot of us got well into the 60s, and in fact, areas to the far south actually were near 70 today. Take a look at current temperatures right now. You can see a lot of us are still in the 60s, but then if you're getting the air off the water, oh my gosh, look at Monroe, you're at 53. Grosse Ile at 51. Harrow is at 54. Mount Clemens coming off of Lake St. Clair, you're at 55 degrees. But then you go west of the lakes, it's all in the 60s. And this evening, we're going to fall quickly through the 60s and the 50s into the upper 40s by midnight with skies generally clear to partly cloudy, so we're going to have a very quiet, calm evening coming up. Tomorrow, the warmest day of the week, and then showers return Friday with a big pattern change, and the weekend is looking half and half. I'll be back to tell you which half you can plan on in just a few minutes, guys.
Paul, thank you. Governor Whitmer makes her first public comments after state lawmakers approve a bill that would pause the state's 27-cent gas tax. The governor did not disclose whether she will veto it, but she says she's definitely all in for getting Michiganders relief.
Whether it's the retirement tax rollback, or it is the earned income tax credit increase, or it is the $400 that people are going to be getting in their mailboxes over the course of the next 2 months. So if there's an earnest interest in having a conversation about how we give people relief, I'm all in.
Meanwhile, AAA reports the statewide average for a gallon of gas is down 2 cents from yesterday at $4.21.
Now the coronavirus. According to reports, beginning April 1st, Canada will no longer require a pre-arrival COVID test for vaccinated travelers. The U.S., though, still does require a negative test to enter. Here at home, the state reporting 1,540 cases over the past 2 days. That's an average of 770 or so each day. 118 were reported over the same period, including 107 from a Vital Records review.
All right, well, it certainly is great to see images of our Detroit Tigers back on the field at spring training in Florida.
We weren't sure it was going to happen,
right.
right? There were times during that 99-day lockout, we weren't sure there'd be any baseball at all this year. And, of course, the players felt that uncertainty, too.
That's right. Jamie Edmonds is in Lakeland, where the players talked today about the new labor deal and moving forward.
How excited are you that baseball's back? I'm pretty pumped.
Oh, I'm very excited. I just miss my teammates. I miss my coaching staff. I miss the interaction of being around all the guys every day.
We were so excited. We've got a group chat with about 30 of us in it, and once the lockout ended, everybody was texting the group and excited to get down and see each other again. And I've been down here for 4 days now and feel like everybody's picked up just where we left off last season.
Both Grossman and Fulmer say the negotiation between the MLBPA and the league was worth it for many reasons. Were you guys united?
Absolutely. These guys, stood back, had each other's backs, and everybody was just kind of fighting for the younger generation of guys.
Now that it's behind them, it's about looking ahead for these new look Tigers. AJ Hinch says this is his March Madness.
This time of year feels like baseball is supposed to be ramping up. This is, contrary to the NCAA tournament, this is our month to prepare.
And okay, so they are talking about the NCAA tournament in the clubhouse. They're filling out brackets. Don't let them fool you. But Hinch wants to win the division. Coming up in sports, we're going to hear from the future, Spencer Torkelson and Riley Green. We're live in Lakeland. Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
That's the other thing, Jamie. If we'd had no baseball and you were going to have a bad team, maybe it's a little more acceptable. But the expectations are getting pretty high for this team. We had to have this team allowed to play.
Oh, absolutely. And they added all of these pieces, a new shortstop, a new starter, now a new reliever. We're excited. You got it. Yeah.
All right, Jamie, more coming up from Lakeland. Ahead here at 6, the changing relationship between doctor and patient.
There are some interesting new numbers about primary care in the U.S. compared to other countries. We'll have that next as Dr. McGeorge runs through today's health headlines.